Welcome. The topic of our story is privacy. You gain an immediate understanding of privacy when you are deprived of it. What better example of this than the personal violation that you experience when someone you dearly love is kidnapped? In part 2 of our story, we learn more of the emotional trauma that Carlos Gutierrez experiences when his daughter Lucinda is kidnapped by a Mexican drug cartel. Privacy is one of the 6 principles of Expanded Worldwide Planning, or EWP for short. When assets are placed into a properly constructed private placement life insurance policy, they are retitled in the name of the insurance company. This is similar to the retitling of real estate when it is transferred to another entity, like an LLC. This has the effect of removing these assets from the prying eyes of those who seek to harm you, like the drug cartel in our story. Carlos weaved to the door of the warehouse, followed closely by his pilot. Carlos fumbled with the key and finally opened the door to the office warehouse. His longtime pilot also functioned as confidant and bodyguard, so he told him in Spanish what just occurred. Carlos was educated mostly in the United States, having received a master's degree in electrical engineering from Columbia University in New York. But English was his second language. Like all of us in times of emotional turmoil, he sought some comfort. Presently, the only solace available was to speak his native language. The plight of his daughter was beyond devastating, but the next step he knew was only a phone call away. He would call his insurance broker. Carlos had purchased kidnap and ransom insurance for his family, since the Mexican drug cartels had recently moved into his native Michoacan state, seeking to legitimize their sources of income by terrorizing the local avocado growers. By means of intimidation and violence, they sought access to this lucrative agricultural industry. His family were third-generation avocado growers. What put Carlos into a state of emotional delirium was hearing the voice of Juan, his best friend at Columbia University. Juan had been a model student, an honor student like Carlos, and a kind and generous person. His involvement in his daughter's kidnapping seemed preposterous. He would not have believed it if it weren't for hearing his voice. Carlos was meticulous in his financial affairs. His company had the ability to assemble the most advanced and sophisticated electronic components. He had become a billionaire in his early 40s through his design of innovative electronics for medical devices. He abided by the law, both in Mexico and the U.S. Carlos was proud to be a citizen of both the U.S. and Mexico, even though it cost him financially to do so. Carlos definitely did not look forward to an emotional duel with his former best friend. The last time Carlos had been with Juan was after college at his family farm outside the city of Uruapan. They had climbed onto one of the old avocado trees to drink beer together and eat avocados. They were looking forward to launching their careers after college. He remembered the solid branches supporting them, the ripe avocados at their fingertips, with the dappled sunlight, making the tree a private world of their own. He remembered the light being soft and multicolored, like the light coming through stained glass in a church. They exuberantly discussed their prospects. Joining a drug cartel was definitely not on their list of future possibilities. In our next episode, the scene shifts to Mexico City, where we learn that the same drug cartel that kidnapped Carlos's daughter Lucinda has bribed an official of the Mexican tax authority in order to publicly destroy the reputation of Carlos. You will learn how all this could have been avoided had Carlos used a properly structured PPLI policy. The information that was obtained by bribing an official of the tax authority would not have been available. All his assets would have been retitled in the name of the insurance company, thus shielded from the illegal activities of the drug cartel. If you found this video useful, please give us a like below and click the subscribe button. We look forward to connecting with you in episode 3. To learn how the wealthiest families in the world conduct their financial affairs, please call 1-530-692-1007 or email us at info@expandedworldwideplanning.com. At your convenience, we can arrange a call to discuss how our unique blueprint can vastly enhance your asset structure. The opinions expressed in this video are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual on any financial structure, investment, or insurance product.